Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Australian Survivor, Titans v Rebels. We're talking episodes 7 through 9. I'm Jonny Fairplay, joined by Australian Survivor expert Dan Montchal. And holy moly, what is happening? It is 12:30 at night, and we have Heroes v Villains finalist Gerry Geltch. That's right. The old Kaja is here, way past her bedtime, Gerry.
What do you mean way past my bedtime? You wake me up. You're like fucking George. Bloody George. Wake me up at night like this and take me out. I go, what the freak are you doing? What are you doing? Because I need to talk to you. Okay, all right. What are we doing? Okay, what's wrong? Wrong. Settle down. Okay,
Gerry,
here I am.
We're talking episodes 7 through 9 of the new season, but I would be remiss if I did not ask about Heroes.
Okay, that was just last week, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, but I'd be remiss if I did not mention Heroes v Villains. You made it to the end.
I did indeed. All the way to the end. They did say that I was a pawn, I was this and that and everything else, but hey, yeah, fuck you, I made it to the end, and I did it my way, and I made it, and I'll make it to the end again.
Yeah. I would not bet against you, Gerry. I was fortunate enough to be in Australia last week, and I was with you and the lovely Pam, and you guys are two of the sweetest people on the planet. Your place is unbelievable. We took Air Gary to Fraser Island. We went. What was the lake we went to?
I can't say shit without my glasses. Lake Mackenzie.
Lake Mackenzie, possibly the most beautiful lake on the planet. So for those of you that have ever been to a lake, you have not. This is blue water.
You woke me up at 12:30 at night, don't you? And I'm 107 years old, and I need my bloody beauty sleep. Jesus Christ.
Blue water, 88 degrees, insanity.
Keep talking.
Okay, well... Thank you so much for your hospitality, Gerry. Are you? What's your opinion of Titans v Rebels so far?
Man, I'm really enjoying it.
I
People keep buddy ask me, who's my winner pick? Who's my winner pick? I don't have one. It's just so exciting. You can't pick it, but gee. I love Kirby, eh?
Well, I'm wearing my mock hat, so
yeah, I can't see it. Even my glasses on because it's so late at night and you wake me up, you bastard.
I know. Whatever potential alliance I would have with Gerry is just it went out the window. At like first vote, he's like, "Remember that phone call at 12:30?"
Guys, you must remember it's 12:30 at night. I've been asleep for about 2 hours, and I'm laying in my bed, and I'm just being woken up. Anyway,
the last thing you want to see when you wake up is Jonny Fairplay, right?
Yeah, well, I did see that first thing in the morning when I wake up for a couple of days in a row. So yeah, I'm used to it by now.
Okay,
I'm used to you.
So
it's not pretty. It's not pretty, but anyway, it's neither am I. But listen, I'm sort of like digging Kirby, eh?
Kirby's great. I mean, like like a lot of people, like Australian Survivor does such a good job when they do bring people back, or if they bring people back, they integrate them with new people. And it's been a while since we've had just all new cast. And I think there were some reservations, and I think they over-delivered. This could potentially be the best cast in the history of Australian Survivor.
Newbies, yes, indeed. God, how long has it been? Would it be season?
George's season. George's first season.
Brains Brawn.
Yeah.
No. When they brought all newbies back.
Yeah, Brains Brawn is the last time.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's a while.
Brains vs. Brawn is season 6, wasn't it?
Season 6.
Six. Well, it's technically 8, but you guys don't count the first 2, so it's 6.
Come on, for Christ's sake.
And someone says here in the chat, Kirby versus Ferris, ding, 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 ding. I mean, who knew that's the war we needed? And Mark versus Caroline.
Yes. I'm like, I love Mark dearly, but Caroline is starting to sneak in, isn't it? And
Silent assassin. I mean, like there's no way we were hanging out with both Mark and Caroline at Mark's apartment, and doing shots with what appeared to be the best of friends.
I thought that was a dream. I didn't realize that happened in real life.
It was a fever dream, just like this. This isn't really happening either, Gerry.
Johnny, you forgot to say hypothetically.
Hypothetically, we were at Mark's apartment with Caroline doing shots.
Jonny Fairplay. This is a nightmare. It's not a fucking dream. All right? But Ferris, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about Ferris. You reckon he's going to go the full way, or what?
If Kirby has anything to say about it, no.
Yeah, well, that's what I reckon.
Do you worry about players?
Like he's great at entertainment.
Yeah.
Is he going to go all the way? I don't know. You know, he'll probably make jury, and I don't know.
Do you worry about players that get tunnel vision like that?
You know, in my game, where I was, and I was a newbie, and I got tunnel vision about getting rid of the meat tray in the first first seven, and George says, "Don't take it personal," and man, I did, and I got rid of the whole bloody lot. The whole tray was
the whole tray.
Yeah, and others. Yeah. The problem was because I was a newbie. I didn't realise after merge going to the jury, it was going to be detrimental to my game. But at that point, I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to destroy him. So it was personal. Sorry, George.
No one gave Liz the memo,
and I did it. But anyway, it's so that yeah, bloody Ferris. I don't know whether he's going to get there, eh?
I don't know. There's some serious gamers this season, and it's amazing. I mean, we're not talking, like US Survivor. You have a lot of the game bot type players, and these people are not. They understand the game. However, they're playing cutthroat, just deadly games with emotion attached, and that's what we want as a viewer.
I'm loving it. I think this is a new era of Australian Survivor, and they've turned it on its head, eh? It's because bang straight into the box that he day one they were eating each other.
Yeah.
And and I really enjoyed that, and I think all the other fans and viewers enjoyed it as well. And it's this year Australian Survivor has turned it on its head. We have gone next level, and
I believe so.
Heaven forbid.
All right. So, sorry, George. Sorry, Gerry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right. Keep talking because it's
So before we start with episode 7,
it's now 1:45 in the morning, and you wake me up, and I'm looking my beautiful best.
But you're dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
So before we start with episode, before we start with episode 7, if you come to live shows, you know that I do trivia, and we have the autograph picks available. So, but if you can't make it to a live show, we do have the Patreon that has links to the episodes, and also we have the Outcast Twist level in which you can get autograph picks. February autograph picks. Sorry for delay. I've been in Australia. I have 3 this month. We will start with Gerald the Wood Chipper. He is an available pick that you get.
Yeah,
Gerald.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
Oh, he's great. He's great. We get Caroline. That's right. 1/4 of the middle-aged mafia.
Do you know it? And the night that we met Caroline and you were there.
Hypothetically.
Yes, yeah. I'm dreaming this apparently.
Yes.
Yeah. But she's I like her. I like her.
Yeah. Hypothetically, if we met her, she did cuss like a sailor and drink more shots than us.
Did she?
Yeah, she's great. Hypothetically.
I was hiding at that point because it was past my bedtime.
But no, you were hiding from Kelly, who hypothetically wasn't there as well. So, and our last pick this month,
Yep.
the old Kaja. Look at this stud.
Hey, the old Kaja!
We got Gerry. So these are the February picks. So head on over to
Molly, come up here, Bubby.
realitypatron.com. That's realitypatron.com. So
I think Molly wants to go outside for a wee wee.
But Sally, you do that.
just go to the top of the stairs, Molly. You'll be fine.
Molly going outside. All right. Okay.
Molly booby trapped me on the way out.
Yeah. Is that because she liked you or didn't like you?
It's one or the other. I'm pretty polarizing, Gerry.
That checks.
Yes.
It's one of the two.
All right, Dan.
Mr. Fairplay.
Yes.
Mr. Fairplay. Does my head look good?
Always, Gerry. Always.
Am I looking good for your American audience?
You are, and you know what? I bet you know this person.
You're full of shit. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
We have Karen Kuhlman joining us, who also joined us at Gerry's house.
Karen. Okay, Karen. Hello, darling. How are you?
He'd rather talk to you, Karen, than me.
I don't care who I talk to. It's all just Karen. How are you?
Can you hear us, Karen?
I really creeped. I creeped Karen out because with
am I not working?
It's a funny story. We're in a car, and we had one of you American guys driving the car. Why, I have no freaking idea, and why he was driving, and I was sitting in the back, and I was piggy in the middle, and every time we went around a corner, to the corner was to the right, so I swayed to the left, and there was poor old Karen, so I was all over her legs and all this, and I was creeping her out, and she goes, "Oh, don't run at me!" But guess what? It was creeping me out
just like that.
Yeah.
And because I thought, oh shit, she's thinking I'm trying to touch her up, but it wasn't so. And, how are you, Karen? You've got me at my best.
Yeah,
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Dan, would you believe that Gerry gets a little handsy in the back seat?
No.
No, I wasn't handsy. I was lazy.
He's very leansy.
Hands had nothing to bloody do with it. Isn't that right, Karen? She's
That's
got
right.
no freaking. Yeah.
There we go. All right. So let's start episode 7 of last week. Dan, bring us in.
Yeah, so it's episode 7, and when I was watching it, I thought there was something wrong with my link. I thought it was starting late because I figured, okay, wait, hang on. Nope, I'm 1 episode behind. That is my bad. Let's go back up to episode 7. 7 notes. I had 8 up. There we go.
Right.
Episode 7, we come back. We're back at Rebel Beach, and all that everyone wants to know is they want Kelly to finally talk. They want to know what happened over at Titan Beach, but Kelly is asleep. So they're trying to wake her up to see what happened back at Rebel Beach.
Yeah, and Kelly's full of answers. She cannot explain why she didn't sabotage. She cannot explain what alliances are happening. She cannot tell you who's running the show.
Johnny, this is water, not vodka as well.
No, she said that she orchestrated.
Oh, she's running the show.
Yeah, she did orchestrate the elimination, and so leaving everyone going, all right, so we actually have no idea who went home. We have no idea who's running the show and no idea what alliance anyone is in. Thanks to Kelly the spy.
Yeah, poor old Kel. that was a bit of a wasted moment, eh? At least I was when I was in the same predicament. And I came home. I was crazy mad. I wanted to just fucking murder everybody. No, not everybody. Most people.
Most.
But I don't think Kelly got the gravity of what she had put in her lap. And when she came back, she could have spun all sorts of stuff, eh? Instead, she said nothing.
Nothing. I mean, if you're, I don't understand. I mean, misinformation would have been a good plan. Just there's so much. She had so much power right there, and coming back with literally nothing. I felt painted a pretty big target on her, but at the same time, at the end of episode 9, she's still here.
Yeah, she'll be here for a while yet.
She's a pawn.
Yeah. So anyway, she'll go a bit while longer, but because it's pretty lonely back at camp in the middle of the night when there's nobody around, so somebody to laugh at is pretty cool. And Kelly and I think I met Kelly in person in one of my dreams.
You did. She was wearing a black wig, going, "I'm Kelly."
Apparently so.
And Mark hypothetically going, "Fuck off."
I was not in that corner for that, but anyway, you insist that happened. But she wasn't quite as crazy as what I thought. But then again,
Karen, do you think hypothetically she was as crazy as she?
Come on, Karen.
Well, I had a very similar dream, but in that dream, I didn't really interact with her much. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Karen was probably the smart one.
I got lucky.
Yeah, I think I got lucky.
But in that dream, I heard a lot of people talking about how much they dislike her.
That was a very diplomatic answer.
Yes. I don't know. He did end with people disliked her.
You've been listening to the president too much. Yeah.
The fact that she's still here after this week makes me think, oh, we're going to see her for a while, because she was that easy vote. And the fact that she's still here, she's going to become that person that we don't need to worry about her. Like,
mate, I'm hearing you. And yes, a lot of people slip through the cracks, don't they? Especially while there's big players up front. You're taking all the edit and and there is I can see 4 people slipping through the cracks there from behind that we're not seeing too much of. That will go probably past merge, and it's
with the tunnel vision of Mark and Caroline, Ferris and Kirby. If Kelly outlasts those 4, or is that the sign of the apocalypse, or or are we ruining a good season?
No. I don't think No. But halfway through, maybe. Yeah. Will Kelly get a merge? It's merge is only just around the corner, isn't it? We've had tribe swap now. The next week is crucial to set up for merge, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we're we're 1 week out. So
what they have to do is because I was a newbie back when I played, and hopefully bloody I will play again because I want to. I have a hunger to play again. Anyway, it's pretty important now at Tribe Swap to look who you want to take into merge with you, which you can use and abuse. Even an old fella like me, and and I'm not great at challenges, but shit, I'm better than half of them, and And coming into merge, you've really got to look at at the tribes you're on now, who you do want to take into merge with you. And I think don't go too strong.
Yeah.
People may strike me down and bloody pierce me with wooden bloody spears, but that's my take,
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a challenge beast there, and if you're using a challenge beast as a shield, great. But if you're not the biggest player there, I mean, but at the same time, we were talking with Jaden. Jaden could make it to the end because he doesn't appear to be a strategic threat in any way.
Yeah. You've got to look at it all. You've got to look at the whole thing, and I think my biggest issue back in my series, I sat back behind the camera, behind the scenes too much, and I did a lot of scheming, and instead of being out there in front of the camera, but I did learn a lot, and mate, it's just strategic. I think coming into merge, you need strategic strength. You probably need to knock off the strength first, because then you can play mind games with everybody else. And at that stage, because don't forget, we go for 47 plus days here in Australia.
Yes.
Mate, after 30 days, especially the younger people, sorry, you younger people, but your minds are fried. Absolutely fucking fried. Physically, you're okay, but your minds are fried. So old people like us, that's what we play on.
There you go.
That makes sense. Moving over to the Titans Beach, this is where we're really starting to see the separation between Mark and Caroline specifically. But Eden mentions that, with Nathan gone, things have started to get, he uses the word spicy.
Yes. A little shout out to Danny.
Yeah.
Big
Noticing how close Mark is getting with the two Vs. And it's worrying the other three, the middle-aged mafia of Eden, Caroline, and Kitty, where Mark and Viola, they're talking about, hey, we may probably need to target either they need to target either Viola or Val, just because Mark is spending all of his time with them, and it's pulling him away from the middle-aged mafia.
Yeah. Do you think he's got a lot up his sleeve?
I think he's a great player. I think great players have options. Do I believe that Mark potentially spent too much time with the two Vs? Yes. Like if I'm Mark, I spend a little less time, and I let them know that, hey, I'm purposely spending a little less time so that I'm not drawing attention.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was very noticeable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now
but at the same time, like if I have a chance to hang out with the two Vs, I'm hanging out with the two Vs.
You and I both. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking to the fourth member of the Spice Girl Alliance. You weren't hanging out with the meat trays, you were hanging out with the Spice Girls.
Yeah. That was Queen's English too, not like you Americans. It's not me and you. It's you and I. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And don't forget, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me, and you woke me up.
I know you'll use this against me in the future, Gerry. I'm ready.
Mate, like battery acid. All over you.
Battery acid. Your things will. They're one louder.
At the end of the day, man, we've got. What have we got? 4 different alliances at the moment.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't seen the end of the Cuddle Alliance at this point in the game. We'll get there, but yeah.
Well, Alex is the only one left at the end of the week.
At the end of the week, we have one member of the Cuddle Alliance, so that alliance is done. And
we're at the end of it.
Yeah, and we went from the.
You've gone from 4 to 1. You like that's gone.
Yeah, so we went from the Invisible Hand to the middle-aged mafia to the Iron Fist wrapped in an idol. So that.
Well, do you think that with Mark, part of the reason why maybe he felt more comfortable spending time with the two Vs was because at the OG Titan Alliance, he also had Jaden and Winna that were still there with him that hated Caroline and could have easily jumped on board on that. So do you think that maybe could have played into him being more comfortable spending that time with the two Vs?
Yeah.
I could see what he was doing. He had a bit of muscle and a bit of geek. And what a balance. What a balance to have. And Caroline and they looked at her as the old grandma type thing, and she was getting cranky when she was bloody cooking food and God knows what else. But but man, I reckon he's dropped his game there by not having her fairly close to him.
Yeah.
And then you got this big rift coming through now, where Caroline's made a move, and it's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons. And my God, I said that well at 1 o'clock in the morning after I wake up. And mate, I reckon you might see a bit of a twist with Caroline, eh? What do you reckon?
I didn't know that Mark versus Caroline is the feud I needed this season, but I'm so like, I mean, it's break up and make up, break up and make up, break up and make up, and there's going to be one time where there's not a makeup, and there will be a casualty, and I didn't know that that's the feud I needed. I mean, because Kirby versus Ferris is fun, it's awesome. I mean, it's the battle lines are drawn. This is like a war behind the scenes.
It
and
is.
This might be even more entertaining, I think.
Kirby Ferris is just bloody comical and out there, and for everybody to watch. It's sort of like when a husband and wife come out of the pub after drinking for bloody tequila for 8 hours and they have this big fight on the street. That's Ferris and Kirby.
Yes, this is like Mark and Caroline is like a married couple having affairs behind their back and strategically preparing for divorce.
Yeah. I wasn't going to go that hard, but anyway, let's do it. Yeah, that's correct. And there's, may I say, there may be a little bit of bitterness there between the two, but I get it because I was very bitter on
it happens. It happens.
And I think watch this space if they're both there within the next 2 weeks coming into merge. If they go into merge together, I think it's going to, you're going to see a real fight on your hands, though.
I love it. I don't want Ferris, Kirby, Caroline, or Mark to go anywhere next week. So give me one more week of all four of them.
Yeah, all four. Oh, mate. Another week. That's 3 days.
I know.
48 hours in an hour of TV. So that's going to be almost a week and a half in the game.
Yeah.
Because as you know, the game is a hell of a lot different than what's shown on TV.
Sure.
A lot goes on behind the scenes, and I think who knows. So okay. At the end of what are we now? Season F7.
Yeah. So yeah, Dan, we're going into what will be reward.
No, it's going to tribe swap.
It appears to be reward. It's time for the reward challenge. Your reward is a tribe swap.
Okay, so we're F7, F8 this week coming up. Is it? Oh, I can't think. I'm fucking. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, another 3 or 4 apps, man. I think it's going to be bloody crazy.
It's going to boil over. I mean, if all four are still there, If all four are still there a week and a half later, I mean, we're hitting the merge at a fever pitch.
So who do you think is going to go in the next 3 eps?
Hopefully, I don't want any of the four.
Yeah,
I'll
I think
take
3 of the
Kelly.
4 are going.
You think 3 of the 4? I'm open zero. of the four.
Now, here is where the problem lies. Okay, those 4 are getting a lot of the, they're getting a lot of the edit and all that sort of stuff. You have got probably 3 up and comers from behind that aren't getting much of the edit at the moment.
Yeah, supposedly there's a guy named Scott. I don't know.
Apparently, with glasses.
We see more of them this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got that lovely little Asian girl. What's her name?
Eileen.
Eileen or Peg Leg Eileen.
Yeah. Mate, you better be careful, eh?
Oh yeah.
They might come up and grab you by the ass. Yeah.
No, I think Eileen's a sleeper. So I don't think Scott's long for this world.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Wishful thinking. I don't know.
But I think they're probably going to have to take out a big player in the next week.
Yeah, I don't think all 4 make it, but I want all 4 to make it.
Yeah, okay.
Scott would have to be the casualty because it would have to almost be a response to Kirby taking out Ferris's right-hand man I'm going to take out yours.
Yeah. So who do you reckon in the big players are going to go out this week?
I'm hoping none.
Yeah, I know you're hoping none, but who do you think may? God, slap yourself in the face for Christ's sake.
Kelly?
Kelly?
Can I vote Kelly?
He said big players.
I know.
Maybe Ferris, maybe Idol. So that helps a lot.
Yeah.
You
No,
think-
I think all 4 make it through. I think this week is gonna be. I think the extra people, like the extra rebels on Titan Beach. I feel like they could go back and forth with the vote, and we can lose some Scotties, or we can lose an Eileen, or we can lose someone like that. And then conversely, I could see the middle-aged mafia working together, going into the merge, and then guns blazing. So, because I feel like Caroline and Mark are at a semi-truce right now.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, probably the big 4 will go through.
See,
so next week we'll lose at least 2 people. Is that correct?
yeah, we could have one of those episodes that don't count, just like in the middle of Lost.
Okay, so we're still going to lose 2 people.
At least 2.
Do you think Kelly's going to go?
We're going to lose Ferris soon, I think. After that Idol's out, because based on that episode, it just showed that he has a weakness in his social game, and that's very important.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I feel like the Rebels could flip-flop.
Look, Pam's on the floor playing with Molly. I don't know what he's doing.
See, I also could see.
Look at that. There's Molly. Hey, Pam.
There's Molly. All right. Okay. That's enough. Right. Okay.
All right. So,
I could also see it going the other way as well, because if you're looking at promos going into next week, I could see Kirby being overconfident because she thinks she won the war, like she got the numbers on her side, where it almost behooves of the OG Titan Alliance to flip back and forth just to keep eliminating sides, numbers from each side.
She is very, very confident, isn't she? Very. And she's playing a great game, and I love her. I love her dearly, but picking like a winner pick, I can't do it at the moment. But I am cheering her on. That she's that. What do you call it?
She's very Kirby is very Moana-esque.
Yes. Yes. And
More personality.
More
Mate,
personality. the more fun version of Moana.
but it can burn her. It can burn her, especially come merge. But mate, I reckon she's got the balls to do it, eh?
Yeah, she's a coach. She's used to gathering balls.
Yeah.
That's what they do at the end of practice. So all right, so with the tribe swap, we see the invisible we see the middle-aged mafia remain intact, and we're like, this is a good thing, right?
Yeah. The
Maybe not so much for one of the bees.
One of them.
Yes. But Valeria integrated into the other tribe pretty well. So I mean, she explained, she was just like, I came to flirt with Ferris, and it's not necessary. Like this guy's already I've already got him without flirting, and I'm just like, Ferris, poorly played, sir. Poorly played.
got her eyelids are flicking, and she's all right. She's in, and but that makes her a dangerous player too, doesn't it?
She's extremely dangerous. I mean, we saw a similar player that to Valeria, and her name was Liz. And last time I checked, she won.
Yeah. Lizzie was a bit different. Like she didn't bat her eyelids and flick her hair like Valeria, but Liz did come up from behind and really surprised me. But I'm an old bugger, so I didn't see it coming anyway. And so although Liz was a challenge beast, I never seen her as a threat because behind the scenes she was she needed to be loved quite often, but she pulled through and belted the living shit out of everybody. But whether that was her tactics or it was just a change that
Or circumstance.
I don't know, but yeah, she's Olympian for Christ's sake,
Yeah, you're two-time Olympian, Gerry. Don't get it straight.
Yeah, she's got the mindset, hasn't she? You're never going to beat that. Physically, but mentally in the end.
Yeah. I mean, like you look at your Ronda Rouseys, your Michael Jordans, your LeBron. Like it's just a complete different mental level. Like there is nothing but win.
And you've got to take your hat off and tilt it to it, eh? And, beautiful to watch. Absolutely beautiful to watch. Even though you're getting crucified, it's beautiful to watch.
Yes.
And I was going to say, what I think speaks so great about this season is we go into it. So on the new Titans tribe, the old Rebels have a 7-3 advantage. On the new Rebels tribe, the old Titans have a 6-3 advantage. In most seasons of Survivor, this is a boring week. We're just having people picked off, and this was
especially in the new era.
Boring. Yeah, this was anything but boring.
Yes,
it's the culling field.
Yeah. But the fact that we have such big players that are willing to use these chess pieces against their own people, this is fun TV.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been frightened since day one to start blindsiding from day one.
Yes.
So maybe this is the end of the boring week.
Yeah, maybe this version of Survivor we don't get the boring week. So,
yeah.
Or we get the boring week this week, and it's a Scotty Eileen week.
Yeah. Mate, I just can't pick it. I can't pick it. I've watched it over and over. I just can't pick it. I would like to see a big player go out the next week because that would turn it upside down, and a few of the guys that are coming up from behind that haven't had much of an edit will start to shine, and we'll get a new character. You know what I mean?
Do we need more Raymond?
Well, the odd thing about
we need more
Raymond
Raymond.
is how
we
much
don't need
does,
more Winna. I think I've seen enough Winna.
Well, Well, that's the weird thing about Raymond.
What about
So
Kelly?
in the tribe
Kelly.
swap,
Look,
Raymond picks the, buff where there is no buff. So he
Of
gets
course,
to
of
pick.
course, Raymond got like just, this is Raymond's life in a nutshell. It's just like grab a buff. There's no buff. That's right, Raymond. You don't get a buff.
No, but he got to pick.
I know. But for that brief moment, like Raymond's life flashed before his eyes, and he's just like, "This is every birthday party I wasn't invited to. This is every time I was last picked at kickball."
Yeah, but we've all been there somewhere in our life, haven't we?
Well, I mean, some of us were just born winners, Gerry. I mean,
yeah, bullshit. Yeah.
kayfabe, brother.
Yeah, you never know.
We pick on Raymond. I'm every moment we've had with Raymond, he has stole the scene.
Do you think Raymond will go before merge?
I think he makes it out of this week.
I believe he does as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so-
I don't
think
think
so.
I mean like Kirby's going after Ferris's people, but I feel like it's obvious that Ferris is Raymond's with Ferris. I think Kirby has a soft spot for Raymond. I think we all have a soft spot for Raymond.
Yeah,
This is blasphemy for me to say. I mean, the guy, literally chews on crayons. But
I don't know whether we'll go to merge or not. But they slip through the cracks, don't they?
they do. As I said, there's a likability to him.
Yeah.
And there's not I mean, are you really worried about Raymond out there?
No, that's the problem. I'd like to see him come from behind and make a move.
That's me every night at 1 a.m., Gerry.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. Actually, it's part.
Jerry's gonna get that one later. He's gonna be like, "Hey, Pam, I learned a new trick from Fairplay. Get over here."
Hey, Pam's laying here on the phone. Look, she's listening to everything you're saying, Mr. Fairplay.
I know.
I have no idea where she is. But anyway. Hey, Pam.
She's in my DMs, Gerry. Don't worry, we're good.
Where's Molly? Molly's on the ground.
Just get
Oh
back to
yeah.
it.
Well, Molly's got the shits and jumped off the bed and they. Oh, there she is.
All right. Dan, get us through episode 7.
Yeah, so we'll keep through. Yeah, we'll just push through. We have the immunity challenge. It's this weird gutter challenge. We don't need to talk much about it. New Titan Tribe wins.
Yeah. I like the gutter challenge though. I thought that was one where if Kelly had participated, I think she goes home.
Yep.
Well, she screws that up.
There's no way. There's no way she does reverse cow milking. There's
those type of challenges. They used to do my head in, and especially as you're getting on through the game and you start to get fatigued, and because mentally I was fine, but physically I was screwed, and I looked at the challenges and things like that, and I was going, oh Christ Almighty, somebody win it quick so I can get out of here.
Yes.
But that was a good challenge. And,
I like
it. Yeah. No, nice and simple. Not easy at all. Get out there and do it. And but effective. Yeah.
So the Titans win. So we have chaos on Rebel Island. Rebel scum. And what's our two options here, Dan?
So we're looking at it. Originally, it looks like the 6 OG Titans, they're going to stick together. They're going to split the vote between Ree and Sarah and just tell Alex they felt strong that they could use him, that he could pick. I think they wanted to get rid of Rihanna here.
Yes. And
just split the vote. That way there's nothing to worry about. But the more that Caroline is always lurking in the background, she's noticing that Mark and Viola, they're still having these long conversations that's making her nervous. And she says, Viola, after last vote, Caroline's name was out there a little bit. So Caroline's going to organize a hit. And she wants to take out Viola and use the two girls, Sarah and Ree, and flip the vote that way. So that's the two options. Are we going to play it safe and split on the two Rebel girls, or are we going to flip the vote on Viola?
And we go to tribal. What happens?
I'm walking around in the nude at the moment, so I'll try to.
we're waiting to catch a mirror in the background and just see.
Mate, there's nothing to see, I'll tell you.
So I am enjoying Caroline. I know she's getting a lot of hate out here, but it's this tribal council specifically where I noticed she's got some real crazy eyes going on.
A lot of people are making Emperor Palpatine references. She's a beautiful woman.
That's a bit harsh. No, but I feel like it's just crazy eyes because everyone knows that woman that they've had once in their life where it's just all right, I can see the wheels turning in your head. And
her name was Christy. Her name was Christy on Blood versus Water.
No, Chrissy's a gem.
I love the all right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey guys, are you missing the house?
Yeah, there's the house. Oh, show off your buffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. We'll come around here. I'm just going to make sure I don't show off myself.
I was going to say he's naked. Prepare what you asked for.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
That's all Jerry's buffs. And the bamboo there was where they marked the date.
That?
Oh, and the machete. He took the machete and the bamboo.
That's the machete. I stole it. Got it through customs. There's the piece of bamboo off the shelter which we marked our days on. That's our eating sticks. I got my water bottle. I got my bag. I've got all my little puzzles that my staff made for me prior to leaving so I could train. And yeah.
There we go. Show and tell with Jerry.
Hey?
There we go.
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Yeah. Yeah, not too much show and tell, but yeah. That's just it. We'll just turn that one off. I'll come back in here. I'll jump back into bed. All right, come on. Keep going.
They end up pulling off the move. Viola ends up going. She's blindsided.
Yep.
And this takes us into episode 8, where this is where I was originally starting. That I thought there was something wrong with the stream I was watching. Because I was like, we're not starting back at Rebel Beach. We're starting out over at the Titan Beach.
Yes.
And this is where we finally learn who Scott is. We have his intro package that he's an art director. He's close with Kirby, and that's really all you need to know about Scott.
Pretty much, yes. So then we go back to Titan Beach, and we learn from Mark that he's not happy about the Viola vote, and R is for revenge.
He's really pissed, actually, isn't he? And
he should be.
And looking at Mark, he's gone, this isn't the way that's supposed to go. This is fucked. And you can see it on his face that he's not quite sure where to go next.
I saw it on his hat. I'm wearing it.
He's now been placed in limbo, hasn't he?
Yeah. So, I mean, he says he's willing to forgive and forget, but he is doing neither of the two. So he will be on his revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to.
You don't forgive and forget in Survivor.
No.
Yeah, he wants to pull in the old rebels and kind of join a new form there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that that's not what he's telling the rest of the middle-aged mafia.
Yeah.
Correct. All right. So what's our reward here?
We have no reward in episode 8 because it's a shorter episode. We're going straight to immunity, and this is you're racing to clear the path with a series of obstacles, and then to pull the cart across.
Oh, this is where
Jaden
wins single-handedly.
Yeah.
No. They lose this one.
Oh, but he single-handedly gets them to the end and they lose.
Yeah,
Scott, the art director, knows how to do a puzzle because there's a border.
Yeah, he figured out. Valeria is obviously shocked that Viola went home, and it isn't Caroline who looks suspicious. It's Kitty.
Kitty looks very suspicious and muscular.
Yes.
Kitty's got a body.
Yeah, sneaking up from behind. I'm fairly impressed with bloody Kitty, eh?
Yeah. Who knew?
No, get out of it, you bloody. No, I mean with her performance, not her fucking body. It's
Little
no,
from column A, little from column B. It's okay.
yeah, oh yeah, well, yeah, bit of both, won't it?
Sure.
But yeah, she might be the hidden gem.
She might. She could be this season's Liz
Well,
without the Russian accent.
well. What do you guys reckon? Yeah.
I'd rather her end up being a Liz than a Kaz.
Mm.
I mean, there's a possibility for either.
Mm.
I could see her being a casualty in one of the times where Caroline and Mark are up through their breakup stage.
Yes.
Because
Right,
that
okay.
seems to be like a big source of Caroline's power is Kitty.
Yeah.
Do you think?
And I think it also breaks up Eden a little bit as well.
Yeah, righto.
I'm okay with that.
Do you think Caroline and Mark are going to implode shortly?
I think they're going to play. I think they're going to play nice this week. I think the war. I think if they can have a good 48 hours together without shooting a shot against the other. If they can go 48 hours, I think they can go into the merge working collectively, take out a couple people that neither one of them want in the game, and then it's someone's firing the first shot.
Yeah. As Georgie boy says, yeah, you got to know when to put down the guns and work together.
Yeah. Well, we saw Kirby and Ferris is just like, I'm willing to put down my gun. And it's just like, well, I have a bazooka and I'm not.
Yeah, well, that'll change. But is it prudent to take off one of the back players now?
I mean,
think so.
When I'm out there, I'm making a TV show. So I want if I'm say I'm Mark, I want Caroline there. I want Ferris there. I want Kirby there. I want these big players. Kelly, on the other hand, she's not malleable to me. So that's a loose cannon that I can't control. I feel I've given the world enough television with her. That's a casualty for me.
Yeah, I agree. Kelly has to go for the simple reason is, as lovable as she is to some people, you can't trust her decision making. So,
she can't trust her decision making.
Yeah.
No one else can.
She has an idol. It's fine.
Yeah, she has an idol. Don't worry.
There's Molly.
So we'll say this gets us through that immunity challenge. So we're going back to Rebel Beach, and this is where we really see all the chaos really turn it up another level, because Mark's telling the rest of the middle-aged mafia that they're good. This is where they want to bring in Alex to do a split vote. Mark goes and tells the rest of the OG rebels, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to blindside Kitty, which immediately we see Sarah and Ree go and tell Kitty this, and so everything kind of blows up.
What happened there?
Sarah got
each other in.
Sarah got the fate that she deserved.
Sarah couldn't get out of her own way.
She literally just every 5 minutes just was like, can I raise my hand to go home? And it's just like, you're not going home. Just listen to any of these 8 plans and say yes. And she was like, okay, can I raise my hand again to go home? Yes. But if you do any of these 8 plans, you stay. Can I raise my hand again? Okay. So, and Tribal ended with her raising her hand one more time.
Yep. That was chaotic.
It was great TV.
I think it was smart.
But it was great.
I think it was originally smart that they were going to go after Kitty rather than Caroline.
Yes.
Because if Mark was really upset, because Kitty obviously brings Mark in and says, oh, this is what they're telling me. And Mark's able to play that off of me and like, well, of course that's what they're going to say. They're on the bottom. Where I think had it been Caroline, it would have triggered way too many alarms, being like, okay, he's trying to make his move here for revenge.
Yeah, and then she's making her move for revenge.
Yeah.
So Kitty was just like, would he really go after Kitty? And the answer is yes. Like if you're firing, I mean, just like Kirby and Ferris, you don't shoot your shot at Ferris, you shoot your shot at Garrick. You take out his first lieutenant.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing two very similar games happening at the same time, but played completely differently. And the winner of all this is the viewers.
That's right. And Gareth, I really liked him, mate.
Yeah.
And I liked what he's trying to do and all that sort of stuff. And but geez, he was always on hyper mode, and he always looked a bit sus. That he always looked too worried.
Yes. We'll get there. So
this is Sarah. She's blowing up her game left and right, because first she goes and she tells Kitty the plan that, Mark wants to blindside you. Yeah. Then Alex is able to surprisingly reel her in a little bit and say, no, this is what we have to do. They're going to split the votes. Yeah. And she goes, I'm going to go talk to Eden. And they're like, no, don't. Goes and talks to Eden. And it's like, I hear you're going to split the votes on me. Well, who told you? Alex did.
Alex.
I was like,
as I said, she literally just kept volunteering herself to go home. So she'll be missed, but I'm very happy with the outcome of this episode.
Yeah, 100%.
It was a good outcome, and we were talking about this yesterday, Fairplay, when we were talking about week 2. This is why we don't want a bunch of game bots out there on like US Survivor, because was it good gameplay? Absolutely not. It was an entertaining episode.
Yeah. No. Yeah, great gameplay doesn't necessarily mean great TV.
No, well, that's it. And good gameplay through the first quarter, first third, first half, doesn't mean to say that they're going to be there at the end neither.
Karen, are you a fan of? Were you a fan of Sarah, or are you okay with this boot? You're muted. Oh.
And she's gone.
she will be back. She pressed the wrong button.
Ran away.
All
right. It's all over the place.
Here we go.
This is where Mark says that he's no longer the invisible hand. He's now the Iron Fist.
Yes, wrapped in an idol. All right. So, are you happy with the Sarah boot, Karen?
Yes, I am, because I think she didn't add too much. I mean, this episode, all the fumbling was entertaining, but we don't need too much of that.
Sarah did add the flick outfit.
She had what I think her biggest contribution to this episode, besides all the messiness, was the way that she wore her hair going into tribal.
Oh, the Princess Leia hair?
Yeah, because Eden's whole confessional while he's voting was perfect.
Oh yeah.
I have it here. It's like, Sarah, your hair reminds me of Princess Leia, but on Survivor, the Force is not with you tonight.
There we go. So yes, I did like the Princess Leia hair. So
I'll have to go back and have a look at it.
Oh, it's good stuff, Jerry. All right, episode 9, the final stretch.
The one thing I wanted to add, that's just speaking more to Jaden, was everyone was talking about how this was such a chaotic afternoon, and Jaden's like, wasn't for me. Had one conversation. I'm good to go.
I think Eden is the only person that talked to him all day.
I can relate to that.
It's a good day. All right, episode 9.
Yeah, so we're on day 19. We're starting that Mark is trying not to freak out.
Yeah,
but he's freaking out a little bit.
He's freaking out.
He missed.
This is the least control of the game that Mark has had yet.
Pressure's on.
Yeah. Yes, but this is what separates great players from not great players. Moments like this, because you can control everything from start to finish. It's nearly impossible, and if you do that, you're boring TV. This is the best of both worlds.
What you have to do is you have to use other people to do your dirty work for you. And where Mark wanted to be in control all the way through, now he finds that, oh shit, okay.
Eating a little bit of humble pie can make you better.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a target on him. And so what he needs to do now, especially coming up to 2 weeks to merge, is start delegating work to other people to do his dirty work for him.
Yeah. Well, I say I want a 48-hour relax and then go from there.
Yeah.
I think the best thing for him here is they're not going back to tribal. I think
Yes.
the best thing for Mark's game is that he don't go back to tribal in episode 10 either.
Yes.
I think he needs that full almost week of, hey, we're getting back, we're repairing that relationship, we're getting back on the right terms. Let's put our guns down for now.
Yeah.
All right. So this reward is
Well, so before we get to the reward, I would be remiss if I didn't point out a weird Raymond moment.
because
Because we're over at Titan Beach. This is where he's trying to take off his underwear through his sweatpants.
yes. Who tries to take off their underwear with sweatpants on?
Why do you wear undies with bloody sweatpants, for Christ's sake?
Oh yeah, no, like when you go, Jerry, do you
Everything out there, you'd have bloody crutch grunge like you wouldn't believe.
yeah, Jerry, are you the kind of guy that wears sweatpants to the strip club?
Oh, I've never done it, but
They hate it.
yeah.
I do it every time.
There you go. Send me a photo.
There's no secrets.
And the only thing before going to reward challenges, this is where Ferris starts to have the paranoia that Kelly has an idol.
Yes,
She's being too quiet. She's not being Kelly. Something's off.
I think she was just tired.
I don't think she's got an idol. No way.
No, she does not have. I don't think she knows what an idol is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like-
Going to. Sorry, go ahead.
I looked for a bloody idol through the whole 47 days. No way in the bloody world could I find one, eh?
Well, because George had them all.
Yeah. And half of them were given to him. Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
The guy love him.
This takes us into the reward challenge, and we have the Survivor Spelling Bee.
Yes, and we have the fake out spelling bee champion Mock.
Yeah.
Going with that with the decoy letter, he throws it to Reed. That's a fake letter. He runs through. He wins round 2.
Yeah, wins round 2, but the Titans tribe wins 1 and 3, and so they end up getting a Mexican feast.
Yes. So we have Margie's, or what does Shawnee call them? Margie's?
I believe so.
Oh, margaritas.
Yeah, Margie's. Yeah. So Margie's and tacos. And Valeria's never been to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
She also said she's never been so excited in her life.
And she's never been so excited. Hey, you know what? I could live on Mexican food.
Yeah. Yes, so could I.
But do Australians know what Mexican food is?
They have Mexican parmas.
John's a big fan.
Wow.
What was that, Karen?
Do you guys know what
said,
Mexican food is?
Well, we know what Australian meat. Oh, actually, Pam and I do, because we spent time in where were we?
Cuba, LA.
Cuba, yeah.
So you know Cuban food.
Hey, it's bloody after 1 o'clock in the morning. Listen. Getting back to that there, the spelling bee.
Yeah.
If I may put a serious twist on it, you can see how fatigued mentally they were getting in the brain, because all you had to do is go through your colour of your coconut to find them, and they were picking up each other's coconuts and all that sort of stuff, trying to find. And I noticed, I thought, yep, this is when fatigue starts to come in, like mental fatigue. You can see it happening, and so that was the take. That was my take on that anyway.
There's definitely mental fatigue, but prior to the challenge, you have Kelly saying, well, I can spell, where Garrett's making the comment, like, we can all spell. Fast forward to round 1 where Kelly cannot spell.
Yes. Salsa, she has an A and throws an A on the ground.
Yeah. That's our Kelly.
That's our Kelly. Whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
And before getting to the immunity challenge, this is where you're really seeing both sides of the Ferris and Kirby fighting to try to pull in the 3 OG Titans.
Yes. So it's time for immunity.
Yeah, going to immunity.
Yep.
This one where you're holding up the heavy barrels. They're 26 kilos, which for us over here, it's roughly 57 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we learned that Valeria rests comfortably at 125 pounds, and that's nice to hear. And Jaden is about 240.
Yep. Now listen, can I say, is that's the first time I've seen it? Is that the first time you guys have seen it that it wasn't weight
Proportion.
Yeah, usually it's proportional, right?
Yeah, it wasn't proportioned. It was everybody had to pull the same weight, not a body. Yeah, not 30% of their own body weight.
Yeah, no, that was unique. I think just no one wanted to do math. I think they were just like,
Well, this one was just built for Jaden's on that side. They're going to
party night for the crew. Yeah.
So Jade. This was let's let Jaden win one challenge.
Yeah, but that really surprised me. I've never seen that before, where they're all pulling the exact same weight.
Yeah,
so you would think, and the interesting thing is, you would think that the bigger boys and things like that would have the better, the better outcome. That they'd be more advantaged than the non-strength guys and the girls. But that was not the case, was it?
No.
I think Kirby was the strongest person on the Titan side.
Oh, buddy, Kirby's just bloody fantastic, mate.
Kirby's a beast.
Yeah.
And if I'm everyone else, I'm paying attention. Kirby's showing you right here when the game becomes individual at post merge. That's someone that could go.
She'd go on a run.
Yeah, mate,
challenge after challenge.
She will win a few immunities, eh? And I'm really hoping that she makes. I hope she goes really deep. I really do.
So, well, the Rebels win because they have Jaden, and so it's the war is on. It's Team Kirby versus Team Ferris. It had been hyped up all week, and when you go to war, you don't chop the head off the snake. You take out their first lieutenant.
Well, I thought the smartest thing that the remaining Titans did on that tribe was as soon as they got back, they immediately went to the well and they let the Rebels kind of talk together, because just seeing the two of them, they're just being like, they're not going to get on the same page. Let them spend time together and implode, which is exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I wasn't surprised.
No.
To see Garrett go. I knew it was coming.
Well, so did Eileen, and so did Garrett.
Yeah.
The only one that didn't know was Ferris, who apparently was watching a different show that day.
But you can see it coming, and it's the poor bugger, he was just bloody he had to fall, didn't he?
I'm okay with the Garrick, but I liked Garrick a lot, and and I don't, but I feel like that was a pivotal moment in the game, and it was because it was a pivotal player, and so if Garrick had to be the sacrifice to give us good TV right there, I mean, because like Scotty or Eileen, it's not as powerful. That was a big move, and it was the exclamation point on a really, really good week.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people like Garrett. It was a bit like in my season when poor old Stevie went home, and I break it down into tears when I go back to camping that night, and it's just somebody that you want hanging around because he. Yeah,
absolutely. So, but this week was punctuated with Viola and Garrick, two big players So, and and we still have Scotty, allegedly. That's his name.
Scotty still is there.
Yes.
I did love they're going back and forth, and Raymond and Kelly have the conversation, and Raymond's trying to be like, "Oh, do you have an idol? Like, I wouldn't play it." And he tells Kelly, like, "Just play dumb," and she goes, "I am."
Yes. So I like Ferris and Raymond in the water. They're just like, "You want to talk strategy? I have an idol. Don't tell anyone. I'm not telling anyone." So, and I thought it was amazing on Raymond's Kirby vote. It's amazing. I don't know if you guys follow Raymond on Instagram, but there's a Kirby tribute song that Raymond listened to when he was 12 years old and drew Kirby from the world of Nintendo, and then even did the track listing, the 1.2, just like it was on the tribute song like YouTube page. Amazing callback. So I mean, like, for someone to call back their 12-year-old self. It's I thought it was pretty. So Raymond continues to amaze me. I don't like you, Raymond. Don't think I do. But everyone loves Raymond.
Where do you feel Raymond's going to go?
I could live with a final 6 Raymond finish.
Okay.
So I don't need Raymond.
But not a Raymond win.
No, God.
So
You want to ruin this season, Karen?
So he's on the
How great the season is. You're talking about a Raymond win? Blasphemy. What's that, Gerry?
Have you been in Australia, Karen? What do you know that we don't know?
I don't know.
Silence from everybody.
No,
We're all waiting.
I don't think Raymond knows how he finished.
So
Hey,
you reckon
it could happen.
So you reckon he'll make merge and he'll be on the jury?
Yeah, I think so. I think we need Raymond for as long as possible on our TVs, but not a Raymond win. I mean, let's all know our lot in life.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll take Raymond to the end. Okay.
There we go. So yeah, great week. Next week, I hope that there's a little calm, because there's just so many great players that I don't want off my TV yet. So, but Gerry, I hate to put you on the spot, but you got to give me a winner pick here.
Oh shit, man! I can't.
He refuses.
I can't.
We know your team, Kirby.
Oh, look, I love Kirby. There's no doubt about it. You know, if I would love to see her win, but if that's the case, I can't say. I can't do it.
He won't. He
won't do it.
Yes.
No, because there's just so many good players in there, and there's a few people sitting behind the shadows that could come out, in the next, as soon as merge hits. So ask me that after merge.
Okay.
I know that's cheating. I know it's cheating.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
But mate,
What's their take?
no.
Yeah. So fair play. Who's your winner?
My winner?
Winner.
I like Mark, but I don't. I feel as though Mark's going to come up just short.
Yeah.
But he's my winner pick. I'm sticking with it, but I just have a gut feeling just short. So which means he potentially has unfinished business.
Yeah.
And Karen, we know your pick is Raymond. So, you want to double down on that, or do you have an alternate pick?
So my first pick is going to be Raymond, but if I had to choose another, I would go Valeria.
Valeria, wow, not a great,
Okay.
not a bad pick.
That's who she was my preseason pick. That's who I'm sticking with.
You're sticking with Valeria too?
Yep.
So
Ride it out. She's still there.
Valeria, you'll have to see, because as you know, the challenges get more physical and physical and physical.
Yeah. She's got some thighs made. Her thighs are made for challenges, Gerry.
Oh, bloody!
Beautiful.
Just look at the rest of her. Don't want to
I'm trying to isolate.
I must be too old to bloody look at good bodies these days. I don't know. But I don't know whether she's got, but she might not have brought it to the surface yet. But I don't know whether she's physical enough to get right to the end.
I think she is physical enough. I think she's playing her cards close to the vest.
Okay, I'm going to watch it over the next week. The next week and a half.
With her,
I'm going to set my sights on her thighs, and look at her, and just see what her performance is like.
It's not difficult to do that. She makes it very easy.
Mate, when you get to my age, they all look the bloody same, eh?
Oh, stop it! You're sleeping beside a 10. It's easy for you to say that,
mate. I'm sleeping beside 100.
100.
And I'm 107, and Pam's bloody 96. And look at her.
Pam's 30. She told
30,
me,
mate.
I love you.
Mate, she's better than bloody, I reckon, 60% of the 30-year-olds on the planet.
I believe that 100%.
100%.
100%. So.
Oh, she's run away all embarrassed here.
Well, Dan, where can everybody find you on your social medias?
Montchal 4.
All right. Karen, where can everybody find your cat?
Resident Claudia.
And Gerry, where can everybody find you on your socials?
All right, just hit me up, Gerry _Geltch.
There we go, Gerry _Geltch.
Look me up and flick a follow through. Say hello. I endeavour to try to follow everybody, and if you flick me a message, I will answer you. And
there you go. So, and you can wake up Gerry at 1 a.m. He loves it. So
apparently.
Yeah. So I am at Jonny Fairplay on everything. No H and Johnny. To become a patron, get links to the shows, and get your autograph picks. That's right. This month is Gerald the Wood Chipper, Caroline, one quarter of the Middle Age Mafia, and Gerry, our favorite. Don't tell the others. Gerry's our favorite. Those are the autograph picks for February. Go to realitypatron.com. That's realitypatron.com. Also, I will be 2 weeks away in New York City with Bryson Wynn for Bryson Wynn Presents season 46 of Survivor. We'll be in New York. Go to @Bryson Wynn Present on Instagram or wherever you social. The links are there. Tickets are almost. I think there's less than 100 left, and that place holds a little over 300. So yeah, so get your tickets now. They will sell out. If you're thinking about it, get your tickets. So
get in there.
Get in there. So thank you, Dan. Thank you, Karen, and a very special thanks to Pam. And Gerry.
Okay, all right. Right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. See you. Love you all.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week. Thank you.